Absolutely.
What an honor to have her here at Pro Wrestling Eve WrestleQueendom.
She has become, this is actually Meiko Satomura's 7th appearance in Pro Wrestling Eve in the last year. Meiko Satomura went through to the finals of She-1 in November. In fact, she wasn't pinned. It was Sami Zayn that was pinned by Charlie Morgan that led up to the main event, of course, tonight between those two. Meiko Satomura actually holds a victory over the Pro Wrestling League champion Sami Zayn. And that was Sami Zayn's really her big breakout match in February last year. And Sami Zayn actually says privately that that is the match that changed her and made her become who you see today and going to win the Pro Wrestling League Championship. Because that's the effect that Meiko Satomura has. Meiko Satomura then, of course, went into She-1 where she defeated the Vixen of Violence, Viper, where she defeated Jetta.
And straight away, Meiko Satomura pushing Kaylee Ray into the corner.
And also where she defeated Emi Sakura, and again, all of those matches available on Eve on Demand. Look at
that face.
Well, let's talk about this. Last month, Kaylee Ray went up against Dash Chisako. Dash Chisako, a protege of Meiko Satomura and Satomura's home promotion of Sendai Girls. Satomura's protege, Dash Chisako, was defeated by Kaylee Ray. Dash Chisako is called the Hardcore Queen. Kaylee Ray is called the Hardcore Daredevil. And Kaylee Ray came on top of that. Kaylee Ray sent a message to Meiko Satomura. She can beat one of her top proteges. She can beat Meiko Satomura. And this was important. Kaylee Ray, of course, at the end of that event as well, took the microphone, which is unusual for her, you know, and spoke about how she doesn't want to just be known as someone that has good wrestling matches and against certain opponents, because the fact that Kaylee Ray is one of the best in the world. You know, this is an international dream clash for a reason. She wants to be recognized as the best in the world, which is what Meiko Satomura is.
Absolutely. Now we've seen over the past couple of minutes, Meiko Satomura has got the upper hand here. You can see that experience. She doesn't have to spend time feeling around her opponent, trying to get the measure of them. She has it right there. Kaylee, however, Kaylee Ray there, she has Meiko on the canvas. She's used that couple of minutes to get the measure of Meiko Satomura. A reversal there now. Now, what will Kaylee do to get out of this? We've seen here just now that patience helped Kaylee Ray to turn around. Look at that control.
It's incredible technical wrestling here. If you think she's just about hardcore wrestling, you are so wrong.
Again, these are careful, measured movements, making the most of every second. Look at how she bends Kaylee Ray back.
Yeah, this is incredible wrestling that we're seeing from the pair here, and they're also testing out one another. Like, they're getting a feel from one another as to, you know, where they are, what their strength is. Just remember, this is the first time they've ever been in the ring against one.
Slamming Kaylee Ray down into the ring, and double knees for good measure. Meiko Satomura there, reacting well with the crowd. She has that experience. She has that confidence. Now, Kaylee Ray, she's in that corner, and you can tell, that was a nasty kick there. She's looking tired already. There's a lot of effort.
I don't know if it's tiredness or it's just the fact that she just rung a bell. You know, like, you gotta...
Oh, and she uses those few seconds to roll out of the ring.
And she's outside now. Kaylee Ray's getting a breather.
I mean, those moves that we saw, that was some... It mean, incredibly technical wrestling. Kaylee Ray showing us that she can absolutely hold her own, but it does take a lot out of you.
She tried to sneak up. Sorry to interrupt you there, but she tried to sneak up. Meiko, the veteran, the professional that is Meiko Satomura, she expected it, and now Meiko Satomura keeps hold of her. She's not going to let her try to sneak up on her again by keeping hold of her and driving her head first.
And again, she used...
Meiko Satomura went for one of her power moves, that cartwheel knee right into the back of the head, and she just kicks the knee. That's a smart move. So many of Satomura's moves involve her knee, from the Death Valley Driver, that handspring knee drop into the back of the head, and also the Scorpio Sky, the Scorpio Rising, sorry. That so many of the moves of Satomura involve the knee. You can take them. But look at the up. She felt that, but she's possibly just woke up a beast. Whoa, Satomura charges. Kaylee Ray fires back. Would you class that as disrespectful? I don't know, because Kaylee Ray's going to do everything she can to defeat Meiko Satomura, and if it means being disrespectful, doing what it takes to be recognized as the best, then so be it, I guess, is one mentality.
Of course, I mean, we see here that Meiko Satomura, she doesn't waste time. Every move is followed up with yet another move. We saw earlier it was a little bit to a detriment. Kaylee Ray is just as quick, she's just as fast. But yes, absolutely, if she spends time with these respectful maneuvers and oh my goodness.
Drop kick from the second rope. Holds leg up. Now, I don't believe Kaylee Ray actually thought necessarily that she was going to get the win on that, but she's measuring and thinking about where she is in the match, and she also held that leg up where she did. She hooked that leg and laid the back of her body across, so Satomura really had to push off and use a lot of her energy to get Kaylee Ray off of her. Kaylee Ray taking this moment, catch her breath back. She knows that she's got Satomura hurt, and she's being... she's taken her time. Kaylee Ray's known as the hardcore daredevil. She's going for this gory bomb. That's her trademark move. Blocks the knees.
And again, she goes
for the knee. Drives her face first down. So smart, because normally she drives face first down, then hooks into this move. She didn't. She drive first face down, pushed all of her weight into the cradle, and then used the momentum of Satomura lifting her shoulder up to then lock on this Koji clutch. Fantastic wrestling from Kaylee Ray on Meiko Satomura, and she has trapped Satomura. You see Satomura having to kick her body towards those bottom ropes to try and get out of this, because she is trapped and she is pulling around that neck, and there is a nerve on the side of the neck there. You grab that, you can put your opponent out. What's going through the mind of Kaylee Ray? You can see this isn't as fast as what she normally is. She's normally going almost like 1,000,000 miles an hour. She's caught the hardcore daredevil. She can be reckless at times. She is more methodic in her pacing in this match. She is taking this serious at another level. She is trying to, think about what it is that Meiko will be doing next, and to try and... Well, she didn't get ahead, one move ahead of her on that one, because she took that spinning wheel kick there from Meiko Satomura as the heel catches the chest, and I believe she caught the chin there, and another DDT. And she's going for that cartwheel.
And she got it.
She didn't quite get it on the back of the head. She got it on the back this time.
Now Meiko Satomura this time taking that time for a breather to regroup.
She's going for that backdrop driver there, and Kaylee Ray knows it's coming. Well, we saw this between Satomura and Emi Sakura back at She-1. She's got it! You could see from the impact of that why Kaylee Ray tried to fight it off.
Absolutely, the force in which she was driven there into the ring, but she still managed to kick out.
Well, she didn't really kick out. She bridged up there. She couldn't really kick. That's quite telling to me, Leanne. She actually almost, she had to push off to raise the shoulder, and at that particular point, if you notice, she had to use the top rope to pull herself up to kick Meiko Satomura, but she did everything that she could to take Satomura off her game and to take her out of that. When Meiko Satomura climbs the top rope, Satomura's up to something dangerous, because it's not Satomura's main arsenal of weaponry there. Reversal there, tries to trip and succeeds.
Now Now she's dragging her.
Oh, swings around, forearm right to the side of the face, Leanne.
Now that was actually quite smart. It looked as if she was trying to pull her outside of the ring.
Well, she used the momentum. We've seen that so many times here, where she'll swing the legs of her opponent, and the momentum of her opponent coming to her is met with the forearm. Well, she's trying to like DDT it. Wait. Oh!
No, that was.
Satomura was able to counter it and pushed her into that barrier.
And then we've mentioned earlier on in the night, those barriers, they are heavy, they are hard. It hurts when you fall into them.
Well, this is an unusual situation right here because we are seeing Meiko Satomura in Kaylee Ray's battleground here outside the ring. This is not. Oh, the gory bomb into the outside of the ring area there, like right to the side of the ring. That is, as they say, the hardest part of the ring, and they are right straight into those wooden boards on the side of that. You can't really see because it's covered up by the ring skirts there. It's steel.
And you did say, you know, Meiko Satomura is in Kaylee Ray's battleground now. It's outside the ring, in between the ring and the barrier.
And right now, everything's going in Kaylee Ray's favor right now because it is in her battleground, as you say. This is her playground. And what is she going for now? Satomura needs to get Kaylee back in the ring because that is where Satomura's strengths are. Oh, those elbows.
And they're in a very precarious place.
She's going for that Death Valley driver.
Oh,
she hits it.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Whose battleground is it now?
Wow, you're right. Satomura counters Kaylee Ray. Hits the Death Valley driver on the apron. Look outside the ring.
Now imagine how many times in Kaylee Ray's career that she's had somebody on the outside of the apron like that and landed them with such force. It's now her turn. She landed, she took that hit.
Well, you know what? This goes back in many ways, as opposed to that match against Dash Chisako, Meiko Satomura's student. You and I both know that Meiko was watching that match. You and I both know as well, as we see the 1,000 people here in attendance at WRESTLEQUEENDOM looking on at this incredible international Dream Clash match. You know, we know that Dash Chisako would have gone back and spoken to Meiko Satomura because Satomura's a professional. She'd have got an idea what to expect against Kaylee Ray. Was Kaylee Ray's idea of a message by defeating Dash Chisako, you know, backfiring in many ways because, as I said, Dash would have gone back, told Satomura, and that would have helped her prepare. And you see the referee checking on Kaylee Ray. Because, you know, that's the Death Valley driver. Do you know how many matches Meiko Satomura's won with that Death Valley bomb?
I can't even imagine. That move in itself, I'm so I could not.
Oh, she's firing up here. Meiko Satomura. Whoa, Kaylee's firing back.
Oh.
Wow. She sends her into the opposite ropes, using the momentum. Oh! She runs out, she catches in the forearm. What's she doing?
She's not finished.
She's going for that Death Valley bomb again. Kaylee Ray scrambling, trying to hold on to that top rope. She doesn't want to take another one of those. She's already hit one. Oh! She spins it! She spins it! That's it! That's it! 1, 2, and 3! Oh!
No! How does somebody kick out of that?
I have never seen someone kick out of a Death Valley bomb quite like that. That was incredible. That was incredible. Listen to the crowd. This is awesome indeed. York Hall. Kaylee Ray fights out that Death Valley bomb then.
Oh!
But to her detriment as she takes the kicks from Meiko Satomura. Oh, she got blocked on the Scorpio Rising. Kaylee keeps holding her legs. She doesn't let, she's going for that gory bomb. Single leg, she's got it. She's got the gory bomb because she hit.
Oh,
she does.
She gets
Face
it.
first. It's a finish. She beat Dash Chisako. No!
Meiko Satomura has kicked out of that.
2.999. Call a paramedic. That is as close as you are going to get. As the crowd, 1,000 people here at York Hall burst into chants of Eve. You are seeing an incredible match between Kaylee Ray, Meiko Satomura. No matter who wins, no matter who loses, you are looking at two of the best in the world. Wow!
What a kick to the head!
Meiko sends in. Katie counters, runs the throat. She's going for another one. She's going for another one.
Oh,
she gets another one as the second one.
She hasn't finished.
Look at the position, Leanne. What do you think we're going to see?
She's climbing to the top rope.
Meiko meets her.
Oh!
Another Death Valley bomb she's setting her up for. She cradles her. 1, 2. No! How? Meiko. Oh, she's just fired her up. Oh my God, she's just fired her up. She's going for another one. Another one.
Oh my God.
One. Oh my God. Oh my God. Katie Ray becomes the first person to pin Meiko Satomura. Oh my God! 1,000 people jumped to their feet to see what we just saw.
If Kaylee Ray came into this match with the intention of being taken seriously.
Well, not just the intention of being recognized as the best in the world. Oh my God!
Beating Meiko Satomura, that is how you get recognized as being the best in the world!
Oh my God! Nobody has ever pinned Meiko Satomura here in the UK! Meiko Satomura at Pro Wrestling Eve. Meiko Satomura suffers her first loss in over a year of coming to Pro Wrestling Eve. Kaylee Ray just did something. Look, even as good as Kaylee Ray is, I still think Meiko went in as the favourite, Leanne. What about you?
Absolutely, it's Meiko Satomura! Who beats Meiko Satomura?
Oh, wait, let's look at the ringside right now. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she bows! Oh my God! Meiko Satomura bows to Kaylee Ray! Meiko Satomura bows to Kaylee Ray! Wow! Recognize Kaylee Ray right now! She's not just somebody in your dream matches. She's not just somebody for putting on your 5-star matches. She's more than just someone for your poster as an international recognized star. Kaylee Ray just cemented herself right now as the best in the world.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what the hell is this?
Who are these?
Wait a minute. And then from the other side, there's these, where are these, what are these things coming from? What are
brides.
These bloody undead brides? Martina!
She's taking all of these dead brides out.
All of the brides are down! Martina! But the final bride, the undead bride, all of those brides brought all these weapons to the ring, and still in the corner is a freaking door! Eve, and it's about to get serious.
Of beating Aja Kong. And again, she's pushing her into the ropes there. Oh.
What do you think in this situation? Wow, look at that. Look at those two face to face.
It's giving me goosebumps, Dan.
What do you think about these two? Like, these two are used to being the bigger women in their matches. They're used to being stronger. They're used to having the power advantage. In this case, that does not happen. Using the momentum, she charges. She runs shoulder to shoulder, chest to chest. Aja offers Viper the opportunity. She's a veteran. Oh my gosh! She cradles her. 1, 2. No! How? Mako. Oh, she's just fired her up. Oh my God, she's just fired her up. She's going for another one. Another one.
Oh my God.
Becomes the first person to pin Mako Satomura. Oh my God! 1,000 people jumped to their feet to see what we just saw.
That's what rock stars do. Exactly, that's right. And there she is.
She suplex onto the knee. Oh my God!
Wow. Jamie just pinned the champion.
Has been eliminated.
Jamie Hayter pinned to Tommy. Wait a minute. Nina Samuels ducks. She hits it!
Yay!
She does it! Jamie Hayter is the new EVE International Champion!
The winner of this match and new EVE International Champion, Jamie Hayter!
Well,
and when Rhea comes in, she doing?
She's making an entrance
on the top of the cage. What is she doing? She's not a cruiserweight. She's not a high flyer. Oh really? Oh really? Rhea, oh, there's no more countdown. Ignore the countdown.
are they going for?
I don't know how much of that she got, but Erin Angel,
Oh!
big splash!
And Jetta with that submission.
And Jenna with a
Oh,
submission,
my
and
goodness.
this could be it. And Erin Angel is holding back the Medusa complex.
And she tapped!
She tapped!
Oh my goodness!
We got new tag team champions! Erin Angel!
The winners of this match and the first ever Pro Wrestling Eve Tag Team Champions, Jetta and Erin Angel!
Oh my
Wrestle Friends!
They're striking on the top of that ladder. Everyone's so dangerous. We've had injuries before. Once again into that ladder. And again into that ladder. Oh!
She's driving her head straight into the steel of that ladder.
Oh, what's going on? She's fighting.
What? Oh my gosh!
On top of her head, that implant DDT. Yeah!
Oh my god!
She's done it!
Charlie Morgan is the new Pro Wrestling Beauty Progressive Champion! The new Pro Wrestling Eve Champion, Charlie Morgan!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at Wrestle Queendom. And there, sitting atop of the throne, all hail the new Queen, Charlie!
People are going to judge you, so do whatever the hell you want to do anyway.
Pro Wrestling Eve is a feminist, punk, or female pro wrestling promotion.
My characters need to turn up to like 100.
It's given me like a coat of armour that in life that has really helped me.
From the moment I step out through that curtain, you know, you're like superwoman. If my liver ruptures, then that's it. That's it over.
Yeah, like, I've made like kids cry. I've actually made an adult cry before. I felt really bad for him actually. I like thinking about it sometimes. Like, God, like I don't want to make people cry, but like I kind of like it. Like I kind of enjoy doing that. I sort of got told when I was like an adult, like, oh, you got ADHD. I was like, it makes sense. Like bloody hell. I have like 1,000,000,001 things going on in my head at the same time. Before like a wrestling weekend, I'll be like really I'll be very focused, very nervous, and then like afterwards, I'll be a bit like I feel like a bit more like zen. It is definitely an escape from just everyday life. For me, like when you sort of step into the ring, like nothing matters and you don't even think about some like bullshit that you've been thinking about all day or like something bad that's going on in your life. You just go out there.
I'm 17 and I'm still a student at sixth form, which is pretty boring. And everyone's a full-time professional wrestler and I have to return in the week and just go to school and stuff. My friends just go out and party really and just do schoolwork. They don't really understand, like they're all going out for a meal tonight and they're like, why can't you come? I'm sorry, I've got training. Just miss it for once. No, I can't. So I've got an ongoing liver condition. So I was in hospital for a week and then I went to training that night that I got out. But I'm not meant to wrestle because my liver's inflamed and it could rupture on impact if it gets hit.
What do you think? I'm scared to fucking say it? Do you think I'm gonna shy away from the fact that I'm gay?
Listen to that reaction. Finally being able to say something that you've been wanting to say for a long time and to inspire other people and to get that reaction. I couldn't have asked for a better reaction. When I first uttered the words,
It was the biggest weight I'd ever felt off my shoulders. And as soon as I did it, I was like, why did I not do this 6 months ago or a year ago? So it's all about being open and talking about it, because if you can't express who you are, then how's anyone ever going to understand how you feel?
My name's Chris, and I have a lot of feelings that I haven't dealt with yet, but I'm trying to figure them out in the ring. Well, I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about Eve is, like, I never thought of being a pro wrestler. I had seen it, like, glimpses of it when I was living in America, but all those women are so tall, so busty, they look like superheroes. It wasn't until I went to Japan and saw little Asian girls flying around beating each other up that I thought maybe I could do that too. And here we have, like, so many different types of women.
I love wrestling. Wrestling is my life. Like, since I was 15 years old, it's all I've done. Like, it's all I know, and I don't want to fail at it because I'd feel like I failed in my life.
No, she doesn't. Oh,
I say we're actors that do our own stunts. You know, I think that's kind of a good way of putting it. I think people are very quick to go, oh, it's all fake fighting, or like it. Like, well, you know, think about what we're doing out there, and again, the message that you can get across a lot of different stories in wrestling, whatever story you want, and I think that is what the magic of it, isn't it?
So this was directly after the coming out, where I unfortunately break my collarbone, right about here. Thinking back to that feeling of it being broken, like I could actually feel the bones like grinding together. It's nasty. I was out for nearly 4 months. I've very recently returned in the ring. Probably a bit sooner than I should have allowed myself to, but it is what it is. I feel pressure to perform at the level that I used to be able to perform at before breaking my collarbone. I feel extremely excited and nervous to wrestle under the same roof as some of the girls that will be there.
I'm glad to be back in commentary, by the way. Sadly lost my match, but back to what's happening in the ring. I am so excited to see the prospect of Charlie Morgan.
No. Come on, not the final. Not like the this. Final. He's out of contention here. That's it. This is done. She's rehabbing at the moment a broken clavicle, a broken collarbone. Dan Reed saying, let's just get her upstairs straight away. How on earth is Charlie Morgan back here?
Look at that fire in Charlie Morgan's eyes. She's going straight for that champion.
The face of everyone ringside. They cannot believe that she's back. Charlie Morgan sets herself. Hang on, Charlie. No, Charlie.
Charlie is coming right up.
Charlie, this is not
Charlie
worth
Morgan
it.
is in front of us right
Charlie,
now.
think about your career, please. Charlie, no, Charlie!
How are you feeling?
Exhausted. Absolutely shattered. My voice is gone. I don't think there's a part of my body that doesn't hurt and doesn't have a bruise on it at all.
I watched their YouTube trailer and I was like, oh my god, I miss it so much. Because we filmed Glow last year and I just have got the wrestling bug after filming it. So.
Hey, what's going on here? We got a show to do. What is this? Come on, let's go.
Whenever I would tell someone that I promote all-female pro wrestling events, the first response would always be, mud, oil, jelly, and that really sums up what those misconceptions were. And after Netflix made their series Glow,
Come with the show after someone has got me a shot because I get too nervous. And, you know, there's a bit about my mental health problems, but I can assure you I can drink on my pills. I've practiced to wrestling. If anyone hears you say something that can be classed as hate speech, I will personally throw your ass out of here.
It's so weird because I never was into wrestling before I did Glow, but as I was doing it, I was like, this is weirdly like perfectly my world. You know, it's like misfits and like
ladies and gentlemen,
empowerment.
I've just been told that the people that have booked the venue for tonight are here in 20 minutes. Okay?
Get out!
And there's a wrestling ring up.
Well, we are just weeks away from WrestleQueendom 8, and sitting with me right now is the main event of WrestleQueendom 8. International Women's Day, the 8th of March, O2 Indigo. The biggest women's wrestling...
Right, just so we know, there's some admin bits to do. Let's get it going. Don't boo the admin. You get that admin out the way. We're gonna get that admin out the way, okay? Just so I know, give me a cheer if you're into live wrestling before. Give me a cheer if this is your first time. Oh, we got some virgins in the house. I mean, that's typical, it is wrestling. Unless you're a woman. Because I'll be fucking. Even though I am single, hello. Virgin? Hello? What's your name, my love? Kevin, everyone say hi to Kevin? Kevin, first time at live wrestling. Are you excited? You sound it. Right, Kevin. Just so you know, I've got some of the baddest women in this ring coming to I've got some of the baddest wrestlers coming into this ring. They're going to be throwing out some of their best moves up in here. Because like I said, it's sold out. It's Women's International Day. And you lot are going to give them some energy! They say wrestling's much like pantomime, Kevin. All or nothing, or not at all. Something my ex-boyfriend didn't understand. People say that wrestling is much like pantomime. And I would like to agree with them, okay? If you see something interactive, you fucking interact. If a wrestler comes in here and do amazing, crazy moves, you're gonna do what? If you see some chaos in this ring, you're gonna do what? If you see some violence in this ring, you're gonna do what? And the main thing, like I said, is throw out some fucking energy. Can we do that? Also, there also will be some chanting, Kevin, if you didn't know. So just interact and have a good time, okay? Front row, you lot are in the prime ass seats. So I'm expecting the most energy from you lot, okay? Don't fucking hate on them because they could afford the seat. You lot